Good morning, Falcons. Today is Thursday, April 17th, 2025. I'm Owen,
I'm Liliana.
and this is your view from the Falcons Nest.
The Anti Bully Club will be in the cafeteria all three lunches today for Anything is Popsicle with Kindness awareness. For those signing their name and pledging an act of kindness, we will have a pop ice for them to enjoy.
The St. Joseph County Commissioners have declared a county-wide emergency in the wake of powerful storms that hit the county at the end of March. WNDU reports that St. Joseph County is the latest Michiana county to make such a declaration. It comes as the Indiana Department of Homeland Security seeks federal assistance to fund a daunting cleanup. If approved, the aid would reimburse local governments for the work they did in the immediate aftermath of the storms. The state is following Federal Emergency Management Agency guidelines as it seeks the aid, and according to those guidelines, only major damage would receive help, such as if a tree falls and causes a hole in a roof. Damages must be reported within 30 days of the storm. To report major damages, you can call the toll-free information line 211. You can also visit the County Emergency Management Agency's website.
Congratulations to Isabella Knowlton and Audrey Ennis. They will represent John Glenn at the annual Hugh O'Brien Youth Summit. The Lyrid meteor shower, one of the oldest annual meteor showers known to humankind, will once again grace Earth's sky beginning this week, according to WVPE. This year, the meteors came into view last night and last through April 25th. The Lyrids, like all meteor showers, are the flying trails of debris left behind by comets, according to Bill Cook, the lead of NASA's Meteoroid Environments Office. This shower is the litter of Comet Thatcher, first documented in 1861.
The College and Career Fair is right around the corner. The fair will take place from 9:30 a.m. to 2:09 a week from today. We will have activities in the auxiliary gym from 9:30 to 2:09 p.m. This College and Career Fair is part of the requirements for juniors and seniors for career exploration. We have many colleges, employers, and trades scheduled to attend.
In this week's edition of HealthMint, the Chicago Tribune reports today that Kansas health officials confirmed 5 new cases of measles yesterday in an outbreak in the southwest corner of the state that's linked to Texas and New Mexico. Last week, U.S. measles cases topped 700 as Indiana joined 5 other states with active outbreaks. Even as the virus continued to spread and the U.S. Centers for Disease Controls and Prevention redeployed a team to West Texas, Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. claimed in a televised cabinet meeting that measles cases were plateauing nationally. The U.S. has more than double the number of measles cases it saw in all of 2024.
Texas is reporting the majority of measles cases. 2 unvaccinated elementary school-aged children died from measles-related illnesses near the epicenter of the outbreak in rural West Texas. An adult in New Mexico who was not vaccinated also died of a measles-related illness.
Other states with active outbreaks defined as 3 or more cases include Indiana, Oklahoma, and Ohio. And that's this week's edition of Health Minute. And now to weather with Caleb.
Before we go to weather, I just have one thing to say. Get vaccinated. Come on. You don't want to get measles. And I don't want to get measles. Anyways, weather today is going to be sunny. Temperature, 40 degrees. Real feel, 41. Air quality, fair. Moving on to the 3-day forecast. High today, going to be 67, low 56. Partly cloudy. Friday, high 77, low 49. Rain. Saturday, high 53, low 44. Partly sunny. So we have weather at the main desk for sport.
Last night's scheduled softball game with Westville was postponed. Westville was not able to field the team yesterday. No makeup date has been set.
The Glen girls tennis match with Laporte will be played today. The match was scheduled originally for Friday, but impending weather forecasts for the weekend have precipitated a change.
The boys' golf match with Michigan City Marquette has been postponed due to a schedule conflict. Today, our boys' golf team heads to Hamlet for a match with South Central. The baseball team hosts Bremen, while JV will travel to Bremen for a game. The girls' softball team also hosts Bremen.
Friday, the varsity will be at Bremen and the JV will be here. The girls' track team travels to Fort Wayne for the Legend Relays. Saturday, the boys' golf team will play at the Mill Creek Invitational in Rochester. The baseball team hosts the Dick Reese Classic, in which the field will be dedicated in Mr. Reese's honor. The softball team will host Plymouth.
Several northern Indiana teams are among those ranked in this week's high school baseball poll. In 4A, Center Grove is number 1, but Lake Central is second. Penn is 4th, and Crown Point is 5th. Valparaiso received honorable mention. In Glenn's Class 3A, Hanover Central remains number 1, and Andrean is number 2, followed by Western, Guerin Catholic, Evansville Memorial, Southland St. Joe, New Palestine, and Cathedral. Defending state champion New Prairie received honorable mention. In 2A, undefeated Rochester is 3rd. Boone Grove and Jimtown received honorable mention. In Class A, Couts is number 2 in the state, and Tri-Township received honorable mention.
Highly decorated former South Bend Washington girls basketball head coach Stephen Reynolds Jr. announced he has taken a position as an assistant coach for the University of Texas at Arlington Mavericks. According to WSJV, Reynolds announced the decision via social media Wednesday afternoon, with the implication that his 3 daughters, Mila, Amaya, and Kira, will all be going to Arlington with him. And now back to lunch with Caleb.
For lunch today, we'll be having breakfast taco, rodeo burger, Rotacon potato chips, Sunsplash vegetable juice, baked cinnamon apples, banana, and a variety of muffins. That is all we have for today, Falcons. Have an amazing day.